So I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. Right? I might have gotten an Uber Eats driver fired yesterday.
That's lit. How did that happen?
So yesterday I wake up. I didn't sleep too well because we were editing on Saturday night. Wake up Sunday, underslept, tired. My only goal all day is to clean my apartment. Right, Dick? A similar goal would be good for you.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah. I get up.
I've been spraying Raid a lot lately.
My place was not looking. I was thinking about that. I was like, you know what? If Rat Dick and Rat Pussy Pam walked into my apartment right now, they'd be like, hey, you hypocrite. This place is kind of fucked up too. So I didn't like that.
Okay.
And I wanted to make sure that my apartment was cleaner than yours, at least.
I've only seen your apartment sparkling clean. You were so anal about the cleanliness, you didn't even let me clean your shower in your shower.
Yeah, you were also bubbling around, blacked out and naked, dropping pine needles all over the place.
Yeah, and I was swimming in piss water in Riverside.
Yeah, you were. Well, did he get all the way in? I forget.
He didn't get all the way in because sometimes he bitches out, dude. That's bully. That's almost bullying.
Stop it, Alicia.
Sorry. He attempted to do it, and he got a little scared of the birds, and it's okay to have fears, Danny, and anxieties.
Especially in YouTube videos.
Right.
Like, if you don't want to do anything and you want to set boundaries in our YouTube videos, that's perfectly all right with us.
Yeah, I mean, what did you tell him to do? It was to fight a bird or something?
You wanted me to swim out and touch a swan.
I told him to get near a swan.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. That's really dangerous. It's bullying.
It is.
And making people swim when they don't want to swim. That is like, it's like a form of rape.
Yeah.
It's a form of rape.
Absolutely.
Ratic, I cleaned my apartment and it was getting late and I was like, you know what? I don't want to make any food right now. I already cleaned the pans and I ran a load of dishes in the dishwasher. I'm going to order Uber Eats.
Yep.
I get acai, which unfortunately the audience has had to listen to and watch me eat multiple times in this podcast. Do you know what acai is?
Yeah, it's like a fruit bowl with nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granola, get some honey on that. Right? You look great, by the way. Right?
Okay.
So I order that. And then my Uber driver calls me up. He needs some help finding the address. He gets in my gate, but he can't find the unit, which is fine. It's really dark. You can't see the address. I tell him, hey, it's this one. He says, thanks, man. Drops it off. 5 minutes later, I go out and I check on the meal because I was finishing cleaning something. It's not an acai bowl. It is a gigantic bag filled with items from some half-assed ramen place in K-Town.
That sounds like a score, in my opinion, but it's really interesting, though.
There was one edible spicy tuna roll, and then the rest was just deep-fried horse shit.
You ate the spicy tuna roll?
I ate the spicy tuna roll.
You can't complain.
Somebody mixed up your orders.
Absolutely.
I've done that before. I felt really, really stupid after that. And they called me like, oh, I got the wrong food. I'm like, oh, shit. Just a really high mistake.
So then
your
the
driver
wrath
was probably
of the white
faded.
man. Yeah, he was for sure definitely high. But the wrath of the white man began.
What
did you do?
Of the white man was supreme.
I've seen some of these. They're gnarly.
I turned into not Karen, but Carl.
Oh, yeah.
My SJW fucking alter ego when somebody fucks up my order. Because it'd been one thing if it were all sushi rolls or all a decent, healthy, lean meal. I know these are foreign concepts for you to relate to. But what was your name again, man?
710 Big Sexy.
710 Big Sexy. I just indicated it.
710 Big Sexy.
I like 710 Big Sexy. I like it. So I would have been okay if it were like lean stuff, but it's just deep fried garbage. So I call the guy up, but it was a temporary number set up by Postmates in order that you don't have contact with your subjects. Basically, people like King Croc made it so they don't want to give out people who are ordering foods real info.
And you call
because King Croc will hit a bitch up. Like a chick will fucking hi, where's my edamame and my fucking California rolls? And King Croc will be like, oh, I'm sliding through right quick. Yeah. And then the next day she'll have 10 texts from King Croc. They don't want that. So as a temporary number, I no longer have access to the guy to tell him, hey, you brought me the wrong stuff. I file a ticket on Postmates. The problem with the Postmates app, though, is they get so many people filing complaints that the engineering on it's just fucked. I send them a photo of it, say, you sent the wrong food. This is $100 worth of artery clogging horse shit that I don't want. I know a lesser man would just dig into this because money-wise and food quantity-wise, there's more, but I want my acai.
Did you say all that in order that would have really complicated things?
I sent that in my Carl side character
my God.
said that on the
Okay,
third ticket.
I get it.
But it kept not registering. Like I would hit submit and then it would just boot me back out to the homepage without catching. So I went, you know what? It's time for Danny to go full on Carl mode. As my buddy, I told the story the other week. My black buddy in college said he had to go from Darrell to D-Real. And he, in his words, he said on Facebook, he had to go to the UCLA administration building and act like an N-word in order to get shit done.
It's funny.
He freaked out as a black guy and like got into all the classes he wanted. So I say, hey, this is me as Carl. I say, hey, I'm going to file a complaint now, not about my order, but about the delivery driver. So I say, on November 26th, in the mid-city neighborhood of Los Angeles, my driver showed up at my door, took a bowl of soup out of the bag that I was ordering, threw it at me, and called me a racial slur.
You said all that?
I said he called me a racial slur.
What would
I
that
want to know
racial
the size
slur
of your
even
penis
be?
during this.
Mick, because he was black, so it would have to be.
Oh my God.
So, and then of course, after I say he called me a Mick and threw a fucking bowl of soup at me, immediately I get a response.
Yeah, of course.
Immediately, because anything racial, these big corporations freak out.
Yeah.
They're worried they're going to be sued into non-existence. So I'm like, okay, great. And then not only does it say that like, oh, we're so sorry, we're going to be in touch, it immediately says they refunded me.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, I got a free spicy tuna roll.
Yeah. So the guy, now the problem is that the guy might have a demerit. You know what I mean?
Just a demerit.
A demerit. He's
Just
fine.
You think they're just going to be like,
He's black, right?
hey, John, tisk
And
tisk.
Don't call anyone a Mick. I know I know you want to, but you just can't do that.
I can read everybody the ticket, the whole ticket.
You should have said he cussed at you too.
Well, you know, a racial slur, right,
Oh, you
is
said you
a
were
step
racist.
above.
There you go. There you go.
It's all right. You've had a lot of dabs
Missed
today.
that part.
Okay, so I had an issue with my delivery. Delivery person was rude to me. The delivery driver threw food at me and called me a slur immediately.
God.
Thanks for getting in touch. We
think
want all of our users to feel safe and welcome using this app. I've refunded this ride, and you should see it reflected on your account in 3 to 5 business days. Our community guidelines don't tolerate discrimination based on age, color, disability, or gender identity. We remind delivery partners that violating these guidelines can lead to them losing access to the app. I immediately respond, please do not fire this driver.
All right, good.
He did not do this to me. The order was for a different customer, and the automated help system would not let me file that complaint. So I just said something that would get the customer service's attention. Again,
Snitched on yourself.
he did not throw anything or call me a slur. Right, Dick, I know that,
You should have stuck with your story.
but I don't want this guy to get fired.
Yeah, I guess you'll
I mean, he
fire it.
fucked
Fire
up, but he was
okay.
probably just a rat dick-like
high
character
as fuck.
who did a fat
don't wanna be
dab.
I was
Dick,
literally
okay.
going to say that after you finished reading it, I was like, all right, like, now tell them that it was all bullshit. Like, at some point, you had to say the truth, which is good.
I
You
received-
got it out of the way early.
Me and Big Joe did something similar like that. Somebody didn't want to give him a ride, and so we were like, oh, he threw a beer can at us and said he fucking cussed at him, and like that never happened. We got the rider.
Did the guy just see you and decide he didn't want to give you a
wanna
ride?
give him a ride.
Wow.
He gave me the finger.
Gave you the finger?
That's a little aggressive. See, that's
You're
real
just shy
bullying.
you.
That's real bullying.
That is wrong. for
Hey,
someone to
fat
do.
ass! You're not getting in my car, bitch.
Hypothetically, you're not calling him fat, right? When
No,
you,
no.
Wait, whoa. Whoa.
That's what the guy
Was that a
saying.
teachable moment?
Let's backtrack because this is a teachable moment. When someone tells you a story that they were picked up by an Uber driver who just then said, fuck you, and leaves, why would you then add to the story something about a jab at his weight, at his physique?
You know,
Why?
You know,
That is bullying.
I forgot. We're changing our angle. We're changing our approach.
Right.
So, you know, that's really sad. That's one thing is I think just as bad as racism and gender discrimination these days, I don't think people should body shame. And I don't
Right.
think there's any place for that in the Uber atmosphere or ecosystem.
And it was
Yeah, that's
bad
gotta stick
enough.
with Rap Pussy Pam from now on too. She wants to come on, but
You're dating a Latina. You're
Yeah.
dating a voluptuous Latina. That's good. We like that on this podcast.
I just think it's crazy.
voluptuous is how we're gonna stick from now on.
Anyway, it was bad enough that the guy got flipped off and just,
Yeah,
probably
well-
thought he was homeless or something.
But see, I sent that message, and now they're still just in automated mode. This is certainly concerning, Daniel.
Oh,
We appreciate
God.
you taking the time to let us know. You should never be made to feel uncomfortable during a delivery using the Uber app.
Oh,
We will be following up with Arthur to try to ensure